The best time of waking up is day trading in my cup. What's going on, guys? Kim was the early bird today. Good to see you in here. Kids must have gotten to school early, huh? Jason in the house. Coin, Patriots. I got your email, Patriots. Good stuff. For the Friday night stream tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Thank you, Patriots, for sending that over. If you guys, by the way, Coin and I are going to be doing a little lesson tomorrow night, a little stream. Gonna have a little fun. 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, so make sure you are there. Bring a loved one. Bring a little offering. Messing. Bring some popcorn. It's gonna be fun. All right, so Coin ended tiny. What were you red on yesterday? I gotta give you props though. Okay, that was your first red day in a couple weeks, and it was really small. So I definitely gotta give you props there. I think Coin and I we're a very similar path. We started out. He's been around the YouTube for a long time. We're good buddies. Talked for a while. We're both trading consistently. When I have a red day, which has probably been a couple weeks as well, usually it's kind of big. Usually it takes a few days away from me. So that's something I'm working on. But unfortunately, I just don't get a lot of practice with the red days. You guys know what I mean. But good job shutting it down, Coin. Great discipline, just tiny, tiny red. Good stuff. Tim Tolson in the house, man. Good to see you in here. Nice trade yesterday on SRNE. Yeah, Patriots, same there. The red days, a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's I don't have a problem with the green days and consistency for the most part. You guys are here. We trade consistent. We in the 10% crew. It's just the red days. I'm kind of excited for a red day as long as I can keep it very tiny. I don't want to. Obviously, I'm going to do everything I can not to have a red day, but if I do have a red day, I will be happy if it's like coins from yesterday. Very tiny. Very, very tiny. Yeah, Patriots, that's ego. That's ego getting in the way. Have a hard time accepting a lost day. Have a hard time accepting it. Yeah, that's ego. I mean, obviously, ego is always present, but what we got to do is just take the same trade every day. I mean, the system I trade is, what I trade is very systematic. I have an edge. I trade it. You guys know I'm very disciplined about it. I don't trade low floats. I'm highly consistent with the edge I trade. But, like at the poker table, I'm going to play the good hands every time, and sometimes they're not going to work. Not every day is going to work, but a very high majority of the time, it does. It's very consistent. And that leads me to the quote of the day. Create rules. I mean, it's not really a quote. It's just what I wanted to say today. Create rules for your trading. They are there to protect you. Now, some people think those rules are there to hurt you. I remember growing up, my mom would tell me, Kevin, don't go playing in the road. And I'd throw a fit. Mom, I want to go jump out in the road in front of a car. There are rules for reasons that maybe we don't understand when we're young like that. But there's rules for reasons. So, for instance, I've been trading for a long time. I don't like the low floaters. You can have big profits on, but they're highly manipulative, and I wasn't finding the majority of my consistency there, so I just stopped trading them. I nixed them. We could take, for example, yesterday on REV. Yeah, REV. So this one yesterday was look how manipulative these are. Up, down, come back around, chat rooms, volume come in. There's algos, there's brokers, there's chat rooms. It's just crazy. I like consistency. You guys know that. I got a whiteboard over here with 10 rules on them. I would love to kind of go into that. Since we're talking about this right now, tomorrow night in the live stream we're doing at 9 with Coin and I. It wouldn't be a bad idea, Coin, if we just went over our rules too. I think we did that last time as well, but I think it's really important for everyone to hear kind of some of these rules that we've developed over years of trading. It's not all about focusing on just spinning the wheel and making money. That's what gamblers do. They spin the wheel. All they think about is profits. As day traders, you take this serious. You treat it like a business. You have to manage your trade. You got to manage them. Got to keep that discipline. It's not easy, but you can make it easy. All right, let me catch up. Patriots, yep, ego, greed, fear, all the emotions. Coin, you weren't comfortable with XPEV, so you closed it. Yep, protected. Yep, that's at trading, that's huge. It's like, okay, making money is not that hard once you get consistent. Pulling in the money is not that hard, but then protecting is another part of trading, and that's what we got to be really focused on as well. Once you reach consistency, protecting what you make, because ego can tell you, I can't lose. I don't have red days. I just don't have red days. I'm not cutting this loss. Got to be disciplined. Got to be disciplined. Jason Bass, good morning. Good to see you in here, my friend. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Jason Bass, 9 p.m. Tim, love to hear the rules. Yeah, let's go over them tomorrow night. The Constitution, as Coin says. The Constitution. One way, good to see you. Good morning. Good job yesterday. Thanks for the great info. Yep, we're going to do it again today. Another day, another dollar, baby. Kim's going, yeah, bring your notebooks. Bring your notebooks tomorrow night. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I mean, don't tell my wife this. There's nothing I'd rather do than hang out with the squad, the Avery day trading team, and talk about stocks. Guys, it's been raining like crazy right here in North Carolina. A hurricane. It's like someone up in heaven hit a fire hydrant or something. Floodgates have been opened. All right, yesterday, guys, we got SRNE, and I was so excited about this trade. Once it hit 720s and started coming back down. I mean, we called this, guys. I wish I had shorts here. So SRNE, we got the bottom of it, 720s. Remember, fast move through the whole dollar. The 20-cent area is magic. You guys remember live, we called this. Look at this crazy volume that came in. This is what we look for. Grindy action is a sign of health. Oftentimes we'll avoid shorting into just grinds. Unless it's very tight risk. But SRNE here, this one fast move up through the whole dollar, crazy volume. Look at the volume graph here. That's what you want to see. You want to see that this volume right here is telling us what? It's telling us shorts are getting squeezed out, stop losses are getting hit, people are panicking out of their positions from the short side. What else? Longs are buying the euphoria. Longs are buying high, hoping higher. So that's the volume I love to look for coming into a chart like that. So SRNE, beautiful trade. Would have been a little better had I held on to that one a little longer. But that was a good day yesterday. Let's dive into today. Traders. Kim, submit your questions. Yeah, Patriots, I got your email a little bit ago. And I will definitely shoot that over to Coin as well. And we will take a look at and go over some of those questions you asked. Brett the Baker, BB in the house. What's going on, man? All right. Gotta get the coffee in. All right, there's a few I'm looking at this morning. You guys remember FPRX yesterday? They came out with phase 2 trials. Let me get the Thinkorswim up over here. Yeah, FPRX, they came out yesterday with cancer treatment, phase 2. Phase 2 begs the question, is this drug effective? It is. Up a lot. Closed on Tuesday at like $5.50, opened around $22. I still think there's a trade here. I like this for a fade yesterday. It kind of did do that. I missed my entries, but it's getting a little pop here now in pre-market. I don't have an exact plan on FPRX at the moment. I just want to see how it's going to open on up. If it gets euphoric, I will certainly be watching it very closely. But I want to stay familiar with this one. I want us to stay familiar here with FPRX because there may be a trade. As well as PDD. On the gap up watch list over here, we got PDD popping up. It's a higher price stock. $110 up to nearly 140. This is at all-time highs. There's a lot of stocks this morning on third quarter earnings. So we got 3Q kind of everywhere. A lot of 3Q going on this morning. We'll stay familiar with that one too. I'm going to have both of these charts loaded up, PDD and FPRX. I want you guys just to be familiar with these. These are a little overbought. They may experience a little bit more euphoria, and we are going to be all over them if anything happens. We'll keep those on watch. Momo, I still want to stay familiar here too. This one's got a little head and shoulders pattern. I ain't talking about the shampoo, not Olay. It's got a little head and shoulders pattern here at 16. 16 is the shoulders. Momo, we were watching it yesterday. 1648 was its high. I want to stay familiar with Momo as well against 1648. We'll see if that one gets a pop. We'll see if that one gets a pop on MOMO. Obviously, WKHS, there's still a play here. Here's the chart I'm looking at with WKHS. The last few days, it's highly respected this trend line. I'm going to be watching for this one to pull back towards 1850s. If we get a pullback towards 1850s, I'm interested. Here's the trend on WKHS. Really respecting this bottom trend line here. So we'll watch it against 1840s, 50s if it sells off at the open there. And it's been doing that in the last few days as well. That's what I like about WKHS. When it sells off at the open, it finds its feet. Usually finds its feet, turns back around. Few shorts I'm watching this morning. Going to be off the Bear Scan overbought watch list. I like TCON. TCON is, let's see, TCON. They had a narrower third quarter loss. So that was on earnings as well. Here's TCON. Yeah, and you guys, if you've been around here, you know I like this setup a lot. Tons of volume coming into the close, creating abnormal volume, which creates above average range. And I like that it didn't gap up. So we have a lot of upper shadows near the close in the 770s, 780s on TCON. Not only that, what do we always do, traders? We look left of the chart. So let's go ahead and look left of the chart. We are going to have some major resistance at about 870. 870s, 850s, 60s. Yeah, I just don't know if it's going to get up there. And here's the problem with TCON. If I start it near the open, I may have to either A, reduce, or B, cut it if it wants to head up towards 850s. I got to think about that. I like TCON a lot. It may try to gravitate up towards this resistance, though, 850s. We'll see. I like it at the open, though. If we get a pop towards the 750s, where TCON closed at 746, so 750 is going to be tough resistance. Has some upper shadows at 790s. Likely going to see a little profit taken on it. Ideally, we get a pop out of the gate. That's ideal to short into. We'll see what happens with TCON, but I'm definitely interested here. Definitely interested. TCON. Another one I'm interested in is it's already selling off. FOSL. I put this one on my watch list around 780s. FOSL's similar setup, but it happened after hours. This one's on third quarter earnings as well. On FOSL. So I do have shorts here too. Looking left of the chart, it's a good setup. We definitely have, 850s, 820s up in here, resistance as well. But I don't know if it's really a trade at this point. I'm not as interested in these trades when it's more of a one-to-one risk-reward. So if my risk is going to be like over under 850 and it closed yesterday at $6 and it's sitting at 730, that's a one-to-one. That's not really, that doesn't get me up in the morning, Uber, good point, guys. Uber, Uber's one I wish. I literally got off the stream yesterday when Uber actually did that pop and fade. We were watching that yesterday at the open, but I completely missed it. Yeah, it did get a little pop and fade right around the 1030 area. popped right up above the open and then faded throughout the rest of the day. You guys know we were watching Uber for that pop and fade because it did it on Tuesday as well. So Monday, huge gap up, kind of consolidated, triple topped around 49.60s, kind of quadruple topped on Tuesday. I mean, that was a beautiful setup. I'm kind of ashamed I missed that. Then Wednesday, a little pop and fade. So Uber is still fading. Let's take a look at that gap you're talking about. Where you see it? What? Where's that gap? Yeah. What gap you looking at, coin? 45 is going to be some support on it. 45. It's 45.41 right now. Yeah, it's got actually some decent support at 45. Bunch of upper shadows right in here, back here. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, you're talking about that, which is 45. Yeah, it's right near it. See what happens. Definitely overbought. Definitely overbought. So Uber, we can trade on both sides. Two gaps actually. Down to 36. Let's go. Mr. Akbar in the house. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Akbar? Yeah, so I mean Uber, there's going to be a trade there probably. Something else is popping up this morning. Let me take a look. ZCMD. I kind of missed this one. When did that happen? 7:40. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. All right, let me make sure we're covering everything here. You know, EDR-wise, getting a little gap. Believe that one's on earnings as well. That's a tiny float. Under 1 million float. So yeah, when they're highlighted yellow, guys, it's 3 million under. Tiny float. Akbar, will you be playing PDD today, good sir? I'm interested. I'm interested, PDD, for sure. This one at the moment, though, you know, look at all these lower shadows. It is getting bought up at the moment. I think we may see a morning spike out of the gates on it. And that's what makes these plays even sweeter. That's what I like about these. When you have a huge gap up and then you get a crazy morning spike, you know, that's what makes these trades even better. So, PDD, I'm interested there. It's just, there's not clear, and this is kind of the question Patriots, one of the questions he was asking us, Coin, to go over tomorrow is, you know, how do you, what's your risk per trade? Do you do dollar amount, percentage? This is one where I don't necessarily have a specific resistance level, so it's just going to be trading that human behavior and risking more so a dollar amount. So I'd scale into it 3 times and then, take my 3 positions on it, and then it either right or right out. That's the idea. So WKHS is one of my faves today for that support around the 1850s if we sell off to those areas. TCON, I'm definitely interested there against 795. Remember, main resistance is going to be 850 on TCON. But I do like that one for some profit taking. I like it even better if it pops up towards 750. That's going to be the previous close. FOSL really isn't a trade today. It's kind of 1-to-1 risk. I would like that one closer to 8 for some more backside there. PDD, and then what was the other one? FPRX. FPRX is popping up right now. I mean, I think there's going to be a trade FPRX. There you go, Matty. Who? Good to see you in here. Yeah, there you go, Coin. I mean, don't have a dollar amount risk. Just trade the price. Price action is most important. Price action is obviously the most important. Where I get in trouble is on a really fast, continuous move. Sometimes I will get too heavy a little too quick on them, and then they keep running without me, and then I stop for max loss. Obviously, you got to have some type of max loss. You don't just add into infinity, but yep, either right or right out. No playing around, baby. All right, so right out the gates, I'm going to be watching TCON, WKHS. TCON. Would like that one a little closer to the risk, obviously. A little pop. Mr. Akbar, add till it works, baby. There ain't no losing in here. Just keep throwing chips on the table till it works out. TCON against 750s. I'm going to watch it very carefully because that's the previous close. If not with TCON, I may end up cutting and then trading it again against 850. 850 is the best resistance on it on TCON. Just not sure if it's going to get there. Not sure. I want to be involved in it if we start seeing some profit taken, but I also want to retrade it against 850s if it gets up there. So I'm going to hit it a couple times probably. PDD, FPRX, both of these we have to watch. FPRX is kind of up towards this pre-market resistance from yesterday at $24. Kind of quadruple topping right here. FPRX, I wasn't entirely a fan of the price action, though. I mean, it was a little scary. Almost looked like it was trading like a low floor with all that volume on it. The thing can move a point per second, you know, if it has that kind of price action on it. So you got to be careful if trading some of these like FPRX. Just size accordingly. Size accordingly. And then, yeah, so. Then otherwise, scanners. I mean, the last few days, guys, we've been finding plays off the scanners. I mean, SRNE yesterday, I think coin brought up in pre-market. That was the one I traded. But, you know, that one was screaming on the scans as well the day before that. There's been just, you know, we create a plan. But at the end of the day, we react to volume. We react to what is happening. So we will see what the scanner gods are going to put in our face today. If you're part of the 10% crew, we do not predict trades. We react to them. Very important. C-Man, what's going on? Hey, Kevin, good to see you in here, man. L-Rex, 5 minutes before the bell. You got the plan, L-Rex? You ready to go? Is your max loss the same for every trade? You should always have a max loss. I mean, that's hard to answer. You know, it's for newer traders. This is something I got to think about for tomorrow night when we do our live stream. Because I don't know that there's an absolute. I mean, I like to relate things to trading at the poker table. You know, some hands require a little bit more risk. You know, if I get pocket pair aces, I may put a little bit more chips in than if I get, you know, pocket pair of tens. It's a little, if the trade is a little bit better, it may require a little bit more risk. But, you know, that's a little bit of an answer for experienced traders. I think when you're first starting out, you really need to maintain, you know, keep those training wheels on and maintain just a fixed risk amount, because otherwise you may catch yourself in a deer in headlights moment and blow up your account. Patriots max losses your account. Oh, man. Cracking me up, man. Yeah, that's a really, really You heard Coin's answer. We'll go into it more tomorrow night. Coin and I will think about that. Coin said price action. Price action is obviously the most important, but newer traders they don't quite understand price action like experienced traders do. So it's for amateur traders, they're going to be like, every trade is a pocket pair of aces, baby. I'm going deep on everything, risking that account. Please don't risk your Coin said, risk $25-50 a trade. But see what your winners are looking like, though. You definitely don't want it's not all about consistency. Yeah, your consistency might be high. Mine's 80 to 90%. I really hadn't checked in a while. But last year I checked, it was 80%. All right, guys, let me go over the scans real quick. And but like I was saying, the consistency is not everything, because if your losers are way outweighing your winners, then what's the point? Let's go over the scans real quick for those of you new in here today. We're going to be watching the positive and negative intensity scans in the middle. These are our intraday scans. These are the intraday scans. So when stocks are highlighted orange, it means they're getting on the positive side up here, overbought. On the negative scans, highlighted orange means oversold. We buy fear, we sell euphoria. Human behavior never changes. That's what we do. That's how we traded SRNE yesterday. Started selling off, panic selling, and we take a look at the chart. The chart looks good. It's coming down to support, and then we scoop that bad boy on up. That's what we do. And you guys see, these work a high majority of the time, but sometimes they don't. It's been back tested. Tons and tons and tons and hundreds of thousands of trades. And it works a high majority of the time, but sometimes it doesn't. You gotta manage your risk, predefine your risk before you enter a trade. Man. So it may be a scanner day for me as well, because TCON's already kind of selling off. I'm not going to chase it. I'm not chasing TCON. You guys know I do not chase trades. I'm very disciplined with that. So I may just be kind of watching here at the open and seeing what happens. WKHS, watching for that to snap, sell off to 1850s. And then we'll hopefully get something to pop up towards resistance for us to short into. 5 seconds till the market opens on up. Traders, let's get it. Let's get it. ZCMD is kind of that leading gamper that's holding up right now at the moment. FYI, 10 million in float. ZCMD might try to get a little morning spike. We can watch that. All right. PDD is kind of fighting the open right now. With plays like PDD and FPRX, I'm looking for euphoria. I want to see euphoria come into them. TCON's already working out. I'm not chasing it. I am not chasing it. Just FYI. It is what it is. Right, watching the scans. We'll see what pops on up. AMTX. A little bit of a sell-off. AMTX. Man, that's frustrating. TCON. Akbar, IB lagging pretty bad. What's going on with AMTX? That one is kind of selling off quite a bit right now. Just pull that one up, and I'm going to keep watching it for a fast move under $2 to see what happens. PDD is holding up. That one's probably going to try to get that morning spike like we were going over. WKHS already getting the morning spike, so not a trade there. FPRX morning spike. FPRX, I mean, that one against 24 might not be too bad of a trade. I mean, we could watch it against 24. That's kind of where FPRX has been held up, but it's coming up to it right now. Let's just see what it's going to do around that 24 area. FOSL is getting a pop right now. That's kind of what I wanted to see with FOSL. 863 is going to be the main risk there. FPRX coming up towards 24. Yeah, I'm watching FPRX, FOSL at the moment. Rev is trying to get another height. PDD. PDD is starting to snap right now. All right, so we can look for an entry on PDD on a pop, shorting that, risking the open. That's a little up there. FOSL, I'm interested over $8. I will probably take a position short over $8. I'll start that one. We'll see what happens there. FPRX, I still like that one against 24. If we get a pop up towards 24, I may throw a small position on it, just a feeler. But that one closer to 24. And FOSL over 8, I'm interested. PDD, if that one can pop back up like 136 or so, 136, I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind that on PDD. We'll see what happens. Just watching and waiting. Seeing what everything's popping up. Coin, Uber, long, 45.10. Yeah, Uber right at that 45 support, not bad. So good long there. Good long there. FPRX, come on, get up towards 24. I may start it up towards 24. I may stout it up towards 24. PDD, a pop up, another point or so. I am interested there. PDD. Yeah, I'm gonna start PDD. I got a 136.15. 136.15 on PDD. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna watch it against the open. 138's the open, so I just want to watch it against that. I want to watch it against that pretty closely. I'm fine scaling into it up there against the open. FOSL is getting a little top heavy. You guys see the upper shadows on FOSL. It's getting a little top heavy here. Getting a little top heavy FOSL. Still like that one over $8, so I'm watching that one carefully. FPRX, I like that one still up towards 24. I don't know if it's going to get it. What else are we working with? TCON was a good short. That one just didn't give us a position. If any of you guys got that, great work. If anybody got TCON, great work. FOSL is a little top heavy. I just want to... We could trade it against those upper shadows. Thinking about it. It's a little top heavy in the 780s. It's got a decent spread on it, though. 8-cent spread. Don't want to force anything. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what the market's giving us. Billy, a little pop. BILI, a little pop. I'm just kicking back with PDD for a little bit, guys. I got a feeler on it. I'll probably just watch it kind of against the open. See what happens against the open. And maybe scale into it for a fade. PDD might scale into that for a fade if we start fading on it. But otherwise, just going to kick back for a little bit. And see what else is moving. FOSL, not bad. TCO freaking aggravates me. Nice. Up a point already on PDD. I like that one for a fade. I'm not getting out of it just yet. See what happens. ACB, little pop right there, 7 to 740s. PDD. So that one, or ACB. ACB is a marijuana stock. Yesterday had a nice climb in the afternoon on ACB. So keep watching that. ACB, TLRY, CGC. Those are those marijuana plays. Coin closing Uber, up a point on Uber. Heck yeah, Coin. Love that, brother. Great work there. I'm up a point myself on PDD, but I like this for a bigger picture, PDD, so I want to keep staying with this one for a little bit. Want to stick with that for a little bit longer. Looking for something else, fellas. I'm looking for something else. Invax isn't bad. That one a little pop. Billy wasn't bad either. Let's see what's happening. ACB, still that, that marijuana play. It's going to be a little heavy from yesterday, ACB. It'll be a little heavy from yesterday. FPRX still fighting the open as well. PDD back up right now. That one's kind of fighting as well. PDD, FPRX, both of those just kind of fighting at the moment. They're just kind of fighting around their open a little bit. FPRX, still not bad against 24. This is what I'm looking at with FPRX. 24 has just been, 2450 has been really tough on it. Really, really tough. FPRX. We're not missing anything. SRNE is selling off today again. That'd be fun. SRNE 650 now 625. Nothing crazy there. Nothing crazy at the moment. We're here. We're ready. We are ready. Anything wants to start screaming, we are ready. I'm up 2.5 points on PDD at the moment. That's nice. 3 points. Give me 3 points, baby. Give me 3 points. Starting to think about PDD, man. This is actually looking pretty good here. Should I take it? Should I take it? Should I take it? I'm watching PDD carefully here because I'm up over 3 points on it. Just watching it carefully. Seeing what I'm going to do. See what I'm going to do. I'd like it under 130. I think we may get there too. Yeah, I'm going to take it off. 136 down to 132. 3.5 points, baby. Solo popping up right now. Solo popping up. 420. SOLO. Solo getting a little pop on it. All right, let's see what else is screaming. PNL. Solo's up. IEA screaming again. I'd like another trade. 3.5 points ain't gonna do it for me, baby. See what else is going. FOSL is still, there still may be a trade here, FOSL. FOSL is near an $8. Decent volume there. There still may be a trade. A lot of upper shadows around the 780. So, yeah, I mean, that's FOSL. That's kind of where some volume is right now. PDD still selling off. SRRK getting a pop right now off the scans. SRRK, I mean, not bad. SRRK screaming on the scans. This one there's going to be met with some resistance, kind of where it's headed right now. Let's pull up the daily chart. SRRK, see all these upper shadows? 45, 46 area. A lot of upper shadows up in this 46 range. SRRK getting right up towards these upper shadows. Let me see if I got shorts. I'll start thinking about it. SRK, I don't have shorts. I do not have shorts. Well, that's exactly how I use the scans. Stock pops up, look left of the chart, see where resistance is, and go from there. PDD about to be under 130. What did I tell you guys? Thought that was about going to be under 130. I mean, got to take 3.5 points though. Can't complain there. FOSL 775. Yeah, that's where my eyes are right now unless something else screams. I think SRK, there is a trade there, but I don't have the shorts. If you guys have the shorts on SRK, I think there is a trade there. It's got some tough resistance in that range. I think, trade it over under 47 is the high day. FPRX still kind of fighting the open up and down. Uber was a good trade at the open. Kind of wish I had joined you on that one, coin. That was right off of support there. Not bad. FOSL, I think there's a trade here too. That's kind of where my eyes are unless something else screams. NKLA panic. NKLA panic. 2040 down to 1930s. Brad, patience. Waiting on an entry on FOSL. Went short 790. Looking for more to add over 8. Got a solid 15 cents on that pullback. Great patience. Yeah, I mean, today's picky entries as well. I mean, we got to be patient and laser focused today too. So great trade there, Brad. Yeah, 790s. I think FOSL is definitely a good trade. I see where you got it. 790s on that pullback, back down to 770, back to that 9 EMA. Great trade there, Brad. Good patience. Looks like it wants to try to get over $8. Remember, FOSL, this is kind of what we're looking at on its history. FOSL. This 870 area is really tough resistance. That's where I like it. I mean, it tried to test that area in pre-market, so it'd be kind of surprising if it got back up to 870 after already doing it. We got that upper shadow. But it's a good setup. I'm still watching it. Pretty much let's watch for that crazy volume to come into it. Crazy volume to come into it. Might be another trade here. Here we go. Let's get some crazy volume. Push this thing up towards like 820, 830s. It's already popping up on the intensity scans right now, FOSL. I am thinking about it. I would like it to hit 820s, 30s. Mr. Akbar scaled short into NIO for a payday. Man, 10% crude is killing it today. I'll look at the NIO chart in just a second. I'm focused on FOSL. I think there's a trade here. Yeah, and oh my God, NIO was beautiful. Great trade. Great trade, Akbar. Yeah, I like that a lot. Mr. Garcia, volume isn't coming in for Uber. Could be a decent short. Yeah, it's probably backside. I mean, the last week, every time it's got a pop, it's got heavy and started fading. The last week on Uber, if you look at this daily chart, it's been heavy every time it's got a pop. So it's probably going to fade at some point. I may end up missing FOSL, but that's okay. I'm already good on the day from PDD. It's really gotta beg me to take the trade. So that's where I'm interested right now. If FOSL gets a crazy pop up towards 820s, 30s, I probably am going to trade it. But otherwise, I'm just going to watch. Mr. Tolson, nailed that PDD with you. Thanks for the call. Absolutely, as always. Great trade. Great trade. I hope you got a few more points than I did. Wrote it from 136 down to 132.50 ish. I'd have to look at the orders again, but that's what the triangles look like. 132.50. FOSL getting a pop right now. I'm interested. AYRO isn't bad either. Tim, you got the nice. I think you got a little bit better than I did, Tim. You got 4 points. I think mine was 3.5. Mine was 3.5 points. So you got 4 on that, dude. Heck yeah, freaking love that. Mr. Akbar still riding NIO. Still got some leftover position. Nice. You guys are killing it. This is my Disney World, baby. Love it. Tim beat me. You beat me today, man. Really happy for you. All right, we got that pop up to 820 and a really heavy candlestick. Really heavy candlestick. All right, so now I got to think if I want to just start it on a pop. Start it on a pop. This is what I'm talking about, FOSL. So you see this? 1 minute. See this candlestick up to 820? Really heavy up here. Coin, you got some level 3 on. I mean, FOSL is going to have a lot of resistance up to 850. I like it up at 820. I missed that short though. Missed that initial short up there. AYRO isn't bad either. That one did pop up on the scans. It's sitting right around 320 right now, so fast move up to 320. FOSL, I'm going to be a little aggravated with this one, I think, because I think it hit the main resistance at 820. I hope not. Really wanted that trade. I know, Coin. I know. See, Coin and I are, we start to see the same thing after you've been trading for a while. It's looking heavy, looking done. I don't chase trades. I do not chase them. Tim Tolson, sweet either way. Great teacher over here. Appreciate it, man. I love it. Really love teaching. Love trading, love teaching. Dream job. Hard to read a little bit, Brad. Yeah, it's a little grindy at the moment. I hate the short grinders. Uber, there may be a trade here. This is what I was talking about with Uber. See, Uber's trying to get a pop right now. Look what it did yesterday. Got a little pop as well. Then it started fading around 10:30. With Uber, look at the chart on the daily. Look at all these candlesticks. When it gets a pop, it starts to fade. It's kind of been fading. It's been in this. It did just hit 45 support. Trying to get a little bounce off of that. But I really don't want to miss it like I did yesterday. You guys know yesterday I was looking for that pop and fade. It is getting that pop right now. So I really don't want to miss it. 47.50 is going to be tough on it. You guys see what I'm talking about here? Look at this resistance line. 47.50, 47.50 lower shadow, 47.50 resistance now, resistance as well. So we could watch it. We could scale it against 47.50. It's not bad. Long to short, that ain't a bad idea. Long to short coin. Both sides of it. FOSL. I'm going to... That's aggravating, guys. Aggravating. When you've been watching a stock for an hour for a trade and you request the 820s and don't take it. $25,000 seller at 47. Yeah, let's look at... I missed FOSL. I'm not sure if it's going to get back up. Looking heavy. Turn my attention over to Uber a little bit. If that one gets fast up through like 47, up towards 47, probably I'm going to start it. PDD at 127.50s now. Dang. Wow. Making me look dumb like yesterday with SRNE. Taking it early. Uber 46.60s. Yeah, if this gets a fast move up to 47, I'm probably going to pull the trigger on it. That's pretty much it at the moment, traders. Pretty much it at the moment. We're watching the scans, see what else is going to pop up, but man, we were all over everything today too, which is kind of annoying. I'm irritated with TCON that one didn't give me an entry. It just didn't want to chase it, and FOSL. A little irritated with both of those. But right now, just watching Uber. Uber is going to be it. Coin at 25,000 at 47. I hope we get up there. It's going to be kind of difficult too, but I kind of hope we do. What I do notice yesterday with Uber is, and even the day before that, starts to form a little bit of a descending triangle. So that's something we can watch for right now. Fast move up, then it starts forming lower highs. You see these lower highs from yesterday? Let's start looking for that with Uber. Start waiting for those lower highs to come in. Jesus? Did I say that right? Jesus? What's going on, man? What's the use of the scanner? Good to see you in here, man. Welcome aboard. They're the intensity scans. So when stocks are getting overbought or oversold, they pop up on the center scanners there, the positive I3, negative I3. So it's alerting euphoria and alerting fear. Yeah, Uber's still holding up, not bad. GTEC coin is in a halt. Okay, here's the idea. Here's the idea, guys. Remember, REV did the same thing yesterday as GTEC. I'm going to throw this in here for free. So GTEC popping up yesterday made an end of the day ramp, up into zombie hour type of move. The day before that, GTEC went wild too. But this is the idea. What did REV do? REV did the same exact thing yesterday. REV did the same exact thing. There was a move on REV, but this one, ended up coming back on down. Halted up, it sold off, U-shaped, went back up, came back down. So it's a tricky trade if you're trading GTEC, but I would expect it to do, that one's halted up. It's going to have some resistance over $6 like it did yesterday. It's going to be pretty manipulative. It's going to be a little difficult of a trade, but I'll just be watching that one. No trade on it from me, just watching. Just watching GTEC, and then my eyes are just on Uber and whatever else pops up on the scans. If they don't give us nothing, we'll be wrapping it up. FPRX finally fading a little bit. But good alert there. Thank you, coin. My God, it's still raining out. Glad you got Fossil, Brad. That one's in the 750s now. Really happy you got that. I hope somebody else got TCO in. I'm irritated there, didn't chase it, but is what it is. Uber just kind of grinding, and then GTC, gonna see where that opens. Sino popping up. PDD coming back up towards VWAP. Maybe another trade with PDD up towards the VWAP. Might be another trade on PDD up towards VWAP. If you guys are interested. Yeah, FPRX just been kind of sitting around. GTC back to open. GTC is open at the moment. Just watching that one. FOSL, you're going to make me cry. Seriously going to make me cry. Uber, can you do something for us? Alright, so Uber's starting to get a little top heavy. Might start to fade here like it did yesterday. See Uber start forming like lower highs and start fading. If I do trade again, it's going to be probably pretty tight because I'm definitely going to protect the bag today. I'm interested with Uber for a little bit of a fade. I'm just trying to get a good entry on it. Trying to time a good entry. GTEC, elevator down, baby. GTEC, elevated down. Thinking about it. It's going to be tight. If I trade Uber, it's going to be pretty tight. I'm going to hit Uber. Got it at 46.55. I'm going to hit it, but I'm going to keep it kind of tight here. I want to see what it's going to do against these upper shadows, 46.65-ish. I want to see what it's going to do against those upper shadows there. Which I've been asking it to get a pop on it, but it looks like it wants to fade a little bit, so we'll see what happens. Just going to keep it pretty tight. Probably just a single entry here against 46, 60, 70. 46, there's upper shadows up there. Probably just going to keep it pretty tight. I do think this fades, but I may be a little early on it. Uh-oh, emergency alert. Flash flood warning. Life threatening. Acres popping right now. Uber is getting a little pop on it at the moment. Let's see what's going to do against these upper shadows. May have started a little early. I do not want to fight anything today or risk or want to protect the bag. So I'm just going to watch it carefully here. Just going to watch it carefully. Against these upper shadows. Coin took a GTEC scalp. Bought that fear. 512, 540. Not too bad. Not too bad. Doji Star candle. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be a part of any grinders. You just watch it. I'm watching it here carefully. I think Uber fades. I just don't want to sit here and watch it all day because I don't know exactly if it's going to fade right now. It might try to get up towards 47, and I don't really want to risk up towards 47. So 46.80s right now, 46.82s. Yep, I'm about to cut Uber. I'm watching it carefully here. Probably about to cut it. Just threw another little order on it. 46.63 average, so not the best. Probably going to end up cutting this one. I tried it. Let me see what it's going to do, watching it carefully here. Just too slow. Ooh, it would be nice if it worked out. I wouldn't mind if I could make a little bit more today on Uber. Got a 63 average though. Needed to get under the 9 EMA. That's where we need it. It's where we need Uber, under the 9 EMA. Here it comes. Jonathan, think you're a little early. Probably am a little early. Probably right. Probably just a little early on it. I'll give it over the highs. 46.80s. See what happens. If it gets back over that, I'll be done with it. Yeah. All right, I'm all out. Got rid of a little bit of the profit today. Got rid of a little bit of the profit, about a quarter of the profit, but I think it works. If you guys want to watch Uber, it's just a little early. It's probably gonna keep grinding a little bit today. That 9 EMA is kind of what you want to watch on it. The 9 EMA. EMA is going to be at 46.60. It's grinding against that right here at the moment. Grinding against that 46.66. If it get fast over 47, that would probably be the good entry on it. But you guys know if I sit here any longer, it's going to end up pulling back to like 45. I'm going to be like screaming at my computer. Probably need to get out of here. You guys have any questions before we wrap it up? There's Uber coming up towards the 90s. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to force another trade today. Guys, remember, tomorrow night we are doing the stream. Doing the stream tomorrow night, Coin and I, 9 o'clock. So be there. And send in some questions. Send in some questions tomorrow night. And we will be more than happy to go over those tomorrow night. Can't take my eyes off of Uber. Everybody do good today? Everybody good? We were on top of everything. FOSL, Uber took a little cut there, but PDD was the payday today. So great work, everybody. If you have any questions, make sure you hit me up via email, and also send in some questions for tomorrow night so Coin and I can get prepared. We're going to be going over some logistical stuff here today at some point to make sure it's going to be a great experience. LREX set an alarm. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. LREX. 9 p.m. Yeah, good point, Coin. You know, it's all about protecting the profits. I really want to trade and get back what I just lost on Uber, but, you know, as part of being a disciplined trader, I'm up, I'm green on the day. It's not exactly the home run type of day to be, out here striking for home runs, so swinging for home runs. So you just got to know when to call it. Also, I'm getting an emergency alert, flash flood warning, life-threatening situation, so I got to make sure this house ain't about to float away. Don't work for free. Yep. So, you guys, if you need any help, just hit us up. Happy to help, and we'll do it again tomorrow. It's been a solid green week thus far. I think PDD that may be the record for me. 3.5 points. I think that may be the record for me. 3.5 points. I'm very excited about that. I got 2 points on Monday. It's been a point kind of week, baby. On HA, that was sick. All right, guys, we'll do it again tomorrow. Love you guys. Stay safe. Take care. Protect the bag. Don't trade for free. Send in some questions. And we'll do it again tomorrow. All right, guys. We'll see ya